Welcome to Sevil's Manthan. Let's start today's editorial Manthan. Today we have two articles, one of The Hindu and another of Indian Express. Let's start the discussion. The first article is about NEET is not student friendly merit promoting. Well, this article is about as a critical view of a Supreme Court judgment that has made NEET as a mandatory for each and every institution, including the minority institutions. As we know, minority institutions they get rights and protection under Article 30. And what does this Article 30 says? This Article 30 says that all minorities, whether based on religion or language, they shall have the right to establish and administer educational institutions of their choice. Right? In fact, there are two articles of fundamental rights of minorities, that is Article 29 and Article 30. And these two are called right to minorities as well as education and cultural rights. So, this article takes a critical view of this Supreme Court judgment and rely on the Article 30 and 19G for that. Here we see Article 19G. What is this Article 19G? Article 19G is this is one of the six fundamental freedoms that comes under Article 19. And what does this Article 19G freedom is? This is about freedom to practice any trade, profession, business, right? So this says that initially, okay, we just take the initial comment. It relies on the initial comment. It says that freedom of individual development is the basis of democracy. And this has been taken from the one of the commission in Indian University Education Commission initially. And that also finds in line with the TMFI Foundation case. So initially NEET, we see it was initially struck down as unconstitutional in Christian Medical College case. But later on in 2016, it was taken up for a review and it was made compulsory for each and every institution. So they say this judgment is in conflict with Article 30 as well as Article 19G of the Indian Constitution. So there are certain reasons are given. It says that large scale variation in syllabus is there across the states in the different boards. And there is so that also get hampers capability or in fact chances of the different students competing in this test. Also student they have the right to select an institution of their choice as well. Well, we just need to have a brief idea about what the issue is going on. No need to read in detail. A few points only you need to just understand. So the course basis has been relying on the on the meritocracy. They say if there is one uniform examination is there in the medical profession, then it will promote merit. Whereas if you leave aside minority institutions and if you leave them and let them decide about how they conduct or take up the admissions, then it will compromise the merit. This has been the argument. But this article talks about that meritocracy requires competition and equality of opportunity, right? So how this equality of opportunity has been there? There are certain section of people who are already at disadvantage. So how there is equality in the opportunity? तो उस केस में इक्वलिटी कहाँ से जब ऑलरेडी बहुत सालों से इनफैक्ट सर्टेन सेक्शन फॉर एग्जांपल दे हैड बीन एट डिसएडवांटेज तो वो ऑलरेडी एट डिसएडवांटेज है ऑलरेडी एट अनइक्वल पोजीशन है राइट सो वहां पर इक्वलिटी है ही नहीं अपॉर्चुनिटी की इन दैट केस so that is we call as substantive equality. For the substantive equality you can give preference, you can give support or freedom to certain institutions or certain section of people instead of formal equality. तो formal equality अलग different है यहाँ पर. That may be termed as Article 14. And in fact, Supreme Court has also taken a very high view of Article 30 in different cases, and it has termed Article 30 as an article of faith in Lulikudian case. And even in Keshwanand Bharti case, it has been termed as a part of the basic structure. So, as we all know, like if any of the right is termed as basic structure, part of the basic structure by the Supreme Court, then it cannot be amended or uh, cannot be removed from the Constitution. Cannot be, this basic nature cannot be changed. In fact, it is inalienable. Then we say here Supreme Court has taken the argument in the case where NEET has been made compulsory. उस केस में क्या किया गया, इसमें बोला गया आर्टिकल 30 is not so absolute as to the above the law of the land, and in true interest of efficiency of instruction, discipline, health and sanitation, morality and public order, this could be imposed. These restrictions could be imposed. So Article 30 is not absolute, because we know in every fundamental right, because fundamental rights, in most of the fundamental rights, they are not absolute, right? So there are certain reasonable restriction can be imposed. So they say meritocracy, this efficiency in the discipline could be imposed in that. So that's all from this article. Just have a brief understanding of it. That's it. So the next article of this is of Indian Express. How one nation, one ration card works. So this is one of the initiatives that our government has taken recently as part of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Our Prime Minister has announced Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan about 2 days back, and now our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman ji has talked about this one nation, one ration card system of portability, interstate and intrastate portability of ration cards. इसका मतलब क्या है? Because we know the migrant workers, the migrant laborers, they are from, for say example, from Bihar, and they work in Haryana, Punjab, Maharashtra. So migrant workers, while working in say Haryana or Punjab, they are not able to take benefits of the PDS system. जो राशन कार्ड का जो बेनिफिट है, पीडीएस का जो बेनिफिट है, पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम को नहीं ले पाते हैं, बिकॉज इन नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी एक्ट, ये नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी एक्ट है क्या? ये 2013 का एक्ट है, और इसमें सब्सिडाइज्ड फूड ग्रेन्स दी जाती हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, राइस एट 3 रुपीज पर केजी, व्हीट एट 2 रुपीज पर केजी, एंड कोर्स ग्रेन्स एट 1 रुपीज पर केजी, मिलेट्स वगैरह, एंड एज ए पार्ट ऑफ द टीपीडीएस. व्हाट इज टीपीडीएस? टारगेटेड पब्लिक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम. और वन ऑफ द कंडीशन क्या है कि दे कैन टेक दिस बेनिफिट फ्रॉम द फेयर प्राइस शॉप्स इन देयर लोकेलिटी. जो जहाँ पर रह रहा है, जहाँ पर का ये राशन कार्ड है, उसी लोकेलिटी में से ये बेनिफिट वो ले सकते हैं. अब सपोज करते हैं कोई है यूपी, बिहार, झारखंड कहीं से, और वो काम आके कर रहे हैं हरियाणा में, तो वो कैसे ये बेनिफिट ले पाएंगे? सो इन्हीं प्रॉब्लम्स को देखते हुए, इश्यूज को देखते हुए, बिकॉज रिसेंट लॉकडाउन वी हैव सीन द माइग्रेंट लेबरर्स, दे हैव फेस द वर्स्ट wrath ऑफ दिस लॉकडाउन. कुछ लोग कोविड से की अनफॉर्चुनेट डेथ हो रही है, पर बहुत सारे मजदूरों की बिकॉज ऑफ हंगर एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दीज एक्सट्रीम सिचुएशन दे आर डाइंग. नाउ if you see how this one nation one ration, इसका कहने का मतलब है the same ration card can be used anywhere at any part of the country, and they can get benefit by accessing to the subsidized food grains. अब एक होगा कैसे? ये बायोमेट्रिक ऑथेंटिकेशन के थ्रू होगा. वी ऑल नो that Aadhaar has been seeded to the ration cards. So 90% of ration cards, they have been seeded with Aadhaar, right? So, and secondly, there are electronic point of sale, EPOS, point of sale, the fair price shops where they are. So this point of sale where if they are made electronic, in that case, the portability can be ensured. कहीं का भी राशन कार्ड कहीं और यूज कर सकते हैं if these are end to end computerization is there. So end to end computerization is very essential. So जब ये 100% आधार सीडिंग हो जाएगा और POS डिवाइस से completely हर जगह EPOS ये कवर हो जाएगा, then this one nation one ration card scheme can be efficiently and effectively can be implemented. तो ये तब किसका पार्ट बन जाएगा? इंटीग्रेटेड मैनेजमेंट ऑफ पीडीएस, IMPDS. अभी तक ये TPDS जो हम यूज करते हैं, अभी इंटीग्रेटेड लेवल पे काम करेगा. एक डिफरेंट पोर्टल है जिसका नाम है अन्न वितरण .nic.in. ये आपका विद इन स्टेट, इट मीन्स इंट्रा स्टेट पोर्टेबिलिटी के लिए काम आएगा. As we know, our PDF system that has been marred by inefficiency and leakages, बहुत सारी inefficiency and leakages है supply chain के अंदर in PDS. So end-to-end computerization and technology becomes one of the solution. So it will help in identifying the beneficiaries by using Aadhaar. And as you know, Shanta Prasad committee recommendation has already been there regarding the FCI and the PDS, that they say there should be end-to-end PDS. There should be computerization to wipe out leakages and all. सो अभी जो आधार हम यूज कर रहे हैं, आधार का बहुत जगह हम देख रहे हैं बेनिफिट अलग अलग तरीके से लोगों को दिया जा सकता है डिफरेंट जगह पर, बिकॉज दीज आर सीडेड एंड इट कैन बी made pan India. If any scheme has to be implemented at pan India, then Aadhaar becomes a very essential tool in that. So it becomes essential tool for the uh, social benefits, for the benefits that can be given to the beneficiaries. So that's all from these two all for today. Thank you. And if you have any questions, you can join this group on Telegram. This Telegram group is led by some civil servants. There are certain selected candidates, and you can ask your questions there. We will definitely help you out in this phase of preparation. If you like our video, please do subscribe, share our videos as well, and like them, and press the bell icon because you won't miss the updates in that case. Thank you very much.